Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to week 3 of our fantastic Shakespeare class. Great work last week with your sonnets. I really appreciated the investment you guys showed in the creation of your own sonnets. Beautiful writing, amazing comparisons. The ending quatrains were normally just fantastic. Really blown away by those guys. Great work. I'm excited to read those. I'll be grading those and you're visualizing the sonnets over the next couple days. This week, we get into the plays, and I'm so excited. First week, we got to learn about Shakespeare, some background. Last week, we got to the sonnets, which of course are a really fun form of expression and poetry, and Shakespeare is known for them. But of course, what he's really known for is the plays, and I'm so excited to share these with you. We are starting with my favorite genre of play, which is his comedies. Shakespeare, I think, particularly shines in this area. He does great in all the categories. His dramas are fantastic, his histories are great, but I think where he really shines is the comedies and, interestingly enough, the tragedies. He's got both sides of that emotional range, and I love it. It's delightful. So we are starting with Shakespeare's shortest play, which is called The Comedy of Errors. It is also one of my favorites of his comedies, so I wanted to start you off on a really strong note. If you are a fan of chaos happening in a comedic setting and the plot involving not one, but 2 sets of identical twins who get confused for each other a lot, then this play is for you. It's going to be awesome, guys. So we are watching and reading this play. Shakespeare's plays, of course, can be enjoyed while being read, but they were designed to be read by the actors, and then the audience in general was meant to watch them. And so we will be reading the plays, but we will also be watching the plays every week. So as you take a look at our calendar, you're going to notice that our weeks fall into a rhythm. This is designed to help you manage your time wisely and well, to feel confident in knowing when something's due, and to be able to plan how you want to spend your week. So today we are going to be reading from our textbooks about Shakespearean comedy as a genre, looking at some of the tropes he uses, some of the archetypes he incorporates, how he was a leading voice in his time and really honestly cutting edge in his time as he addressed really difficult themes using comedy to make it more palatable to his audience. And then we have, and this is probably a super helpful video, so please watch it, a brief video about tips on how to read Shakespeare. So when we think about Shakespeare, we may not have had a lot of exposure to it. Most folks in high school at some point read maybe 1 or 2 plays. Typically Romeo and Juliet is one of them. We're not going to do that in this quarter. I know, we're all bummed. But when we think of Shakespeare, oftentimes we think of very difficult language. And it's true that he is a bit archaic to modern language. Of course, he was cutting edge at his time, but it's been a couple hundred years, and so the vocabulary he uses is different, as is the syntax in his sentences, because he's writing in iambic pentameter. All of that makes some of the readings a little bit more challenging. But I don't want us to be discouraged about that, because Shakespeare is amazing. His ideas are awesome. He's hilarious. His grasp of physical comedy is out of this world. So I want you to be able to enjoy this experience. And so here are some tips to kind of take away some of that trepidation when we're reading Shakespeare. Then you'll note that every Tuesday, pretty much for the rest of the quarter, you've been assigned to read a play. Now this note here is start reading the play. You don't have to read the whole play in a day. You absolutely can if you want to, but you do not have to read the whole play in a day. Start reading it on Tuesday. Ideally have it finished by Thursday. That would be the ideal scenario here. And then on Wednesdays, you're going to be watching a recorded lecture that I make for you about the play. So in this, I'm going to talk about all the characters. I'm going to explain the plot. I'm going to tell you what's going on in the play. I'm going to talk about the major literary themes that are happening in the play, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about what the experts say Shakespeare was doing here. So lots of really good stuff. These videos are really important because they're going to help you complete your assignments. There's a direct correlation between the video and the assignment that you're asked to do on Fridays. So make sure that you watch it before you try and do the Friday assignment. Really, really important. Then on every Thursday, you're going to be watching the play. And we have a couple different options for watching this play. So if you go into our class and you go into our modules tab, the modules have everything you need to be successful. So we have our Comedy of Errors folder in the modules. This is for week 3. Here's the recorded lecture on how to read Shakespeare. Watch that today. Here's the recorded lecture on Comedy of Errors to explain what's going on in there. Watch that on Wednesday. Here's a copy of the PowerPoint in case you want to be able to slow down and like really read the slides. Here is the play in a full PDF. The older editions of our Shakespeare text have Comedy of Errors in them. The newest edition did not include that play. So here is the PDF for you so that you can read it and have everything you need. And here is another great resource. There is a website called No Fear Shakespeare. And no, this is not cheating. This is just giving you tools so that you can really enjoy the play, because these plays are awesome. And I want you to be able to fully take in the brilliance that's happening here. And sometimes that's hard with the way the language is being used. So the great thing about No Fear Shakespeare is that it gives you a little summary of the scene. And then if you click on the scene itself, you get a translation between Shakespeare's original text and more modern language. So you can read them side by side and see exactly what's happening. You still get to enjoy Shakespeare's beautiful way with words, but you also can understand what's actually happening. So amazing resource. Please, please, please use this. It's not cheating. It's really just an amazing thing that helps us dig more deeply into the plays and understand them. We have 2 video production options here. Both of them are excellent because Shakespeare's plays were meant to be seen. So the first one you can get with a free trial on Amazon. All you have to do is sign up for this week-long free trial. It doesn't cost you a thing. You can watch the Comedy of Errors. It's awesome, super fun, everybody wins. The other option you have is through our CBC library databases. This one, also excellent. It's done by a professional Shakespeare company, the Royal Shakespearean Company, which is like the very best Shakespearean company that you can get. And you just have to click play here. It's through our CBC library databases in the Alexander Street database. Lots of good stuff happening here. So you can play it, you can cite it here, which is nice for your assignment later. So you've got 2 options for watching Comedy of Errors this week. So take advantage of those. And then just real briefly, because I like to keep these short and I'm already almost at 8 minutes. We are going to do a little discussion discussing the themes that you see in this play. You're going to pick one of these bullet pointed themes and discuss it in a few paragraphs, absolute bare minimum, 200 words, shoot for more if you can. And then you're going to respond to a classmate, and you're going to want to make sure you're citing your Shakespeare plays. And I've got some tips for you to do that here. So that's going to be your discussion that's due on Friday. And then we've got another fun visual component assignment due on Sunday. And in this case, you're going to take one of those themes that I discuss in the recorded lecture on Wednesday. Make sure you watch that. Watch that lecture on Wednesday. And then by Sunday, you're going to pick one of the themes from that lecture. You're going to make a meme of the theme, which not only rhymes, but is also awesome. And then you're going to write a short paragraph defending your choice, minimum 100 words, but you're going to tell me why that theme is perfectly showcased in the meme that you created. I've got a free meme generator here. You can use other generators if you want to. I know there's a lot out there. This is the one I like because it's super easy and it's free. But if you've got one that you like, absolutely feel free to use that. And then you get to create your own meme, which is amazing. And after you've read the play, you're going to laugh so hard because this is a brilliant meme that I made. So yay for me. Pat on my back. Yay. You get to do this. And I'm so excited to see what you create because like the ones you guys create are always better than the ones I create. So I'm really excited to see how you guys encapsulate a theme into a meme. It's going to be awesome. So that's what we're doing this week. As always, reach out if you have any questions. I hope you enjoy reading Comedy of Errors. I hope you enjoy watching it. There's so much excellent physical comedy here, which is part of why watching it is so important. If you like the Three Stooges, or who's another physical comic, Jim Carrey, very physical comic. Will Ferrell, also very physical. If you like physical comedy, this is going to be awesome. So make sure you watch it. Can't wait to hear what you think. Have a great week, guys.